There is a force more powerful than money itself that determines whether you live in poverty or wealth. It is invisible to the eye, but felt deeply within your life. This force is your mindset, the collection of beliefs, attitudes, and thoughts that shape your entire relationship with money. The truth is, your financial reality begins long before you see any numbers in your bank account. It begins inside your mind. When you understand this, you realize that poverty is not just about how much money you have or don't have. It is about how you think. It is about the way you perceive money, yourself, and the opportunities around you. Most people live their entire lives unaware that their mindset is the invisible barrier blocking their path to financial success. They blame their circumstances, their education, or the economy, but the real battle is happening inside their minds. When your thoughts about money are filled with fear, doubt, and limitation, you are setting yourself up to remain poor. It's not that money refuses to come to you, it's that your mind is not prepared to receive it. The mind has an incredible ability to attract what it believes is possible. If you hold the belief that wealth is for others, but not for you, that belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You start making decisions, often unconsciously, that keep you stuck in the same financial place. On the other hand, when you cultivate a mindset that money is abundant and that you are worthy of wealth, you start seeing opportunities where before you saw obstacles. You begin to act differently, to take steps that lead to financial growth. Your mindset shapes your habits, your actions, and ultimately your results. This is why mindset is the foundation of all financial success. Without it, no amount of education or hard work will break the cycle of poverty. It is the root cause of why some people struggle endlessly with money while others seem to attract it effortlessly. The mind is like a fertile field. It will produce whatever seeds you plant in it. If you plant seeds of scarcity, worry, and negativity, the harvest will be limited. But if you plant seeds of confidence, abundance, and possibility, you prepare the ground for financial prosperity. Your thoughts are not just random. They are powerful forces that create your reality. It's important to realize that mindset is not fixed. It can be changed, shaped, and transformed. But most people never take the time to examine their beliefs about money because those beliefs feel so natural and ingrained. They don't question the stories they tell themselves, such as, "I will never be rich," "Money is the root of all evil," or "I don't deserve to be wealthy." These stories quietly run in the background of their minds, guiding every financial decision they make. Changing your mindset requires awareness and conscious effort. It means recognizing these limiting beliefs and replacing them with empowering ones. It is not about wishful thinking, but about rewiring your mental patterns to align with the reality you want to create. Your mindset also determines how you respond to setbacks and challenges. When difficulties come, as they always will, a poor mindset will see them as proof that success is impossible. But a strong, wealthy mindset will see obstacles as opportunities to learn, grow, and get closer to financial freedom. The difference is not in the external situation, but in the internal narrative you create. Money flows to those who believe in their ability to earn, keep, and grow it. It is not just about knowledge or skills. It is about mental conditioning. The moment you accept that your mindset is the key to your financial destiny, you open the door to transformation. You stop blaming external circumstances and start taking control of your thoughts and beliefs. You begin to understand that poverty is a state of mind, not a permanent sentence. And once you change your mind, your life follows. Wealth is not a matter of luck or inheritance. It is a direct result of the mindset you cultivate every day. This is why what you think about money, how you feel about money, and how you speak about money matters so deeply. Your financial future is being written in your mind right now with every thought you choose to entertain. If you want to change your financial story, it starts here with your mindset. The journey to wealth begins in the mind, and when you take control of this invisible force, you hold the power to transform your life completely. Nothing changes until your mind changes first. Your mindset is the soil from which your financial future will grow. So tend to it carefully, nourish it with positive thoughts, and watch as your world begins to shift. Belief is the foundation upon which every action and outcome is built. What you believe about money, success, and your own worth creates the blueprint for your financial life. If your beliefs are limited, if you tell yourself that money is hard to come by, or that you don't deserve to be wealthy, then those beliefs become reality. The mind does not distinguish between what is true and what is imagined. It simply acts on what it believes to be true. This is why so many people remain trapped in poverty. They have accepted limiting beliefs that prevent them from taking the steps necessary to change their circumstances. These beliefs form deep programs in the subconscious mind, quietly steering decisions and behaviors that keep financial success just out of reach. Your beliefs act like magnets, attracting circumstances and opportunities that match your internal world. If you believe that money is scarce and only a few are lucky enough to have it, you will unconsciously push away opportunities or fail to recognize them when they appear. On the other hand, when you hold strong, positive beliefs about money, such as believing that wealth is available to everyone and that you are capable of earning it, you begin to notice doors opening where before you saw only walls. These beliefs empower you to take risks, work harder, and persist through setbacks. They build resilience and fuel the actions needed for financial growth. Most of these beliefs are formed early in life, often influenced by family, culture, or past experiences. You may have grown up hearing phrases like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "Rich people are greedy." And without realizing it, you internalize these messages. They became invisible scripts running in your mind, shaping your attitude toward money without your conscious awareness. To change your financial reality, you must first become aware of these limiting beliefs and question their truth. Are they really facts or just opinions passed down through generations? Are they helping you grow or holding you back? The good news is that belief is flexible. By consciously choosing empowering beliefs, you can retrain your mind. This involves repetition, visualization, and surrounding yourself with affirmations that support your financial goals. Over time, these new beliefs replace the old, limiting ones, changing the way your mind perceives and interacts with money. You begin to create a new reality, one that aligns with wealth, abundance, and opportunity. The psychology of money reveals that what you think about, you bring about. The key is to believe first, then act, and let your beliefs guide you to the financial future you deserve. One of the most powerful distinctions in the psychology of money lies between the scarcity mindset and the abundance mindset. These two ways of thinking create completely different realities and determine whether a person stays trapped in poverty or rises to wealth. A scarcity mindset is rooted in fear and limitation. It focuses on what is missing rather than what is possible. People with this mindset constantly worry about not having enough, whether it's money, time, or resources, and their decisions are driven by a sense of protection and survival. This fear makes them hold tightly to what little they have, afraid to take risks or invest in themselves. It narrows their vision, making them blind to opportunities and keeping them stuck in a cycle of lack. Scarcity causes anxiety, stress, and desperation, all of which are toxic to creating wealth. On the other hand, the abundance mindset is a radical shift in perspective, is the belief that there is more than enough for everyone, that wealth is not a limited resource, but a flow that can be expanded infinitely. People with an abundance mindset see challenges as opportunities and failures as lessons on the road to success. They approach life with generosity, knowing that giving and sharing create even more wealth. This mindset encourages growth, creativity, and resilience. It pushes individuals to seek solutions, take calculated risks, and think beyond immediate survival. Those who adopt abundance are able to seize opportunities, collaborate, and build networks that multiply their financial potential. They see money not just as a goal, but as a tool to create more value in the world. The critical difference is that scarcity traps you in a defensive, closed mindset, while abundance opens the door to innovation and expansion. Scarcity causes people to compete with each other for limited resources, while abundance encourages cooperation and collective growth. The mindset you choose defines the financial reality you live in. If you feel stuck and powerless, examine whether scarcity beliefs are holding you back. This mindset feeds on fear, comparison, and envy, creating a barrier to wealth that is psychological rather than external. The abundance mindset, however, aligns with confidence, optimism, and the belief that your financial future is something you can shape. The psychology of money teaches us that true wealth begins with this mental shift. When you move from scarcity to abundance, you free yourself from mental chains and start acting like a creator rather than a victim of circumstances. This transformation does not happen overnight, but it is essential. Your mindset about money is the lens through which you view the world. Change the lens, and your financial world changes with it. Embracing abundance means trusting that you are capable, deserving, and destined for wealth. And this belief will pull you forward in ways that no amount of external effort alone can achieve. Most people don't realize how deeply negative money conditioning influences their financial life. These are the beliefs and attitudes toward money that we absorb from our family, culture, and early experiences, often without question. From a young age, we pick up subtle messages about money that shape how we think and behave as adults. Maybe it was hearing that money is hard to come by, or that rich people are dishonest. These ideas, repeated enough times, become embedded in the subconscious mind and quietly direct our decisions, even when we aren't aware of it. Negative conditioning builds invisible walls that limit our financial potential long before we understand what's happening. It keeps us playing small, settling for less, or avoiding the risks that lead to growth. Breaking free from this conditioning requires awareness and intentional effort. The first step is to identify the negative beliefs you carry, those thoughts that hold you back and keep you in scarcity. Write them down. Question their origin and whether they are true. Most often, these beliefs are not facts, but inherited opinions and fears passed down through generations. Recognizing them gives you power, because what you can name, you can change. Next, you must consciously replace these beliefs with positive, empowering thoughts that support your financial goals. This is not a one-time change, but a daily practice. Your mind is like a muscle. It needs consistent training to build new habits and neural pathways. Reprogramming your money mindset involves surrounding yourself with messages of abundance and possibility. This can be done through reading books on financial psychology, listening to motivational talks, or using affirmations that reinforce your worth and ability to attract wealth. The process rewires your brain to focus on growth instead of limitation. You begin to see opportunities where before you saw only obstacles, and your behavior starts to align with your new beliefs. Who view failure differently. Instead of seeing failure as a permanent defeat, they see it as feedback, a necessary step in the journey towards success. Fear creates a mindset of paralysis, where the desire to avoid loss outweighs the potential for gain. This mindset keeps people trapped in safe but limiting situations, preventing them from taking the bold actions that create financial breakthroughs. Risk-taking, when guided by knowledge and strategy, is an essential part of building wealth. It requires a mindset that embraces uncertainty and sees potential where others see danger. The wealthy understand that every great achievement involves some degree of risk, and they are willing to face that risk with confidence. They prepare themselves mentally to handle setbacks and use those experiences as lessons rather than reasons to quit. This resilience is born from a mindset that values growth over comfort, courage over fear. The ability to bounce back, learn, and adapt is what separates those who succeed financially from those who remain stuck. A mindset that fears failure also limits creativity and innovation. When you are too afraid to make mistakes, you stop exploring new ideas or approaches. You stick to the familiar, even if it's not working, because it feels safer. But financial success requires creativity. Finding new ways to create value, solve problems, and generate income. Embracing failure as a teacher allows you to experiment and grow. It shifts your focus from avoiding pain to pursuing progress, from what could go wrong to what could go right. Ultimately, the psychology of money teaches that financial freedom requires a mindset of courage and persistence. You must be willing to step into the unknown, face setbacks head-on, and keep moving forward. Wealth is not for the cautious or the fearful. It is for those who dare to dream, act, and learn from every experience. By transforming your relationship with failure and risk, you unlock the door to financial growth and success. The journey to wealth begins when you stop fearing loss and start embracing the lessons that come with it. True wealth is not just about the money you earn, it is about the value you create in the world. The mindset behind wealth generation is centered on the principle of giving more than you take. When your focus shifts from simply accumulating money to creating real value for others, something powerful happens. Wealth begins to flow naturally toward you. This mindset understands that money is a byproduct of solving problems, meeting needs, and providing service. The more value you create, the more people are willing to compensate you, and the greater your financial rewards become. Wealth is the natural reward for those who dedicate themselves to improving the lives of others. A value creation mindset changes how you approach work and business. Instead of asking, "How much can I make?" you start asking, "How much can I give?" This shift opens up new possibilities because it focuses on contribution rather than consumption. It cultivates creativity, innovation, and a long-term vision. You begin to look for ways to add meaning and impact in everything you do, whether it's through your job, your business, or your personal relationships. The more you focus on serving others, the more your wealth grows, not just financially, but in influence and fulfillment. This mindset also helps overcome the limiting beliefs that money is selfish or evil. Instead, you see money as a tool to multiply your ability to help and empower others. It allows you to invest in causes you care about, support your community, and build a legacy. When you view money as a means to create positive change, it transforms your relationship with wealth. You become motivated not by greed, but by purpose and possibility. This purpose-driven approach attracts opportunities and connections that fuel your financial growth. Ultimately, the psychology of money reveals that creating value is the cornerstone of lasting wealth. Those who succeed financially are those who commit to adding value in a way that benefits many. This mindset opens the door to abundance because it aligns your efforts with the natural flow of prosperity. When your primary goal is to serve, money becomes a natural consequence. By focusing on value creation, you step into a higher level of financial consciousness, where wealth is not just about accumulation, but about meaningful impact and growth. One of the most important yet overlooked aspects of building lasting wealth is mastering the art of delayed gratification. In a world driven by instant satisfaction, the ability to wait, to invest time and resources wisely for future gain, sets the wealthy apart from those who struggle financially. The mindset of delayed gratification means resisting the urge to spend immediately on fleeting pleasures and instead choosing to save, invest, or develop skills that pay off in the long term. This mental discipline is not easy. It requires patience, vision, and self-control, but it is a defining characteristic of those who achieve financial freedom. The psychology behind this is simple. Wealth grows through consistent, deliberate action over time, not through quick wins or shortcuts. Instant gratification is seductive. It offers immediate pleasure and relief, but often at the cost of long-term progress. People who fall into the trap of wanting everything now frequently find themselves stuck in cycles of debt, poor financial choices, and missed opportunities. The desire for quick rewards clouds judgment and sabotages the ability to build a secure financial future. On the other hand, Those with a mindset oriented toward delayed gratification understand the power of waiting. This shift in thinking changes how you handle money. It encourages saving, investing, and planning rather than reckless spending. Having a long-term vision is critical. It anchors your financial decisions and helps you stay focused during challenging times. When setbacks occur, people with this mindset remind themselves that the payoff is coming, even if it's not immediate. They understand that patience is not passive. It is an active commitment to goals that may take years or decades to fully realize. This perseverance fuels persistence and builds momentum. Wealth is rarely created overnight. It is the result of steady effort compounded over time. Ultimately, mastering delayed gratification is about training your mind to value the future more than the present moment's temptations. It transforms your relationship with money and time, empowering you to make choices that build real wealth and security. The psychology of money makes it clear those who succeed financially are those who master patience and long-term thinking. By embracing this mindset, you set the stage for a financial future that is strong, sustainable, and abundant. Another crucial element of a wealthy mindset is the power of self-discipline and consistency. Wealth does not come from occasional bursts of effort or short-term motivation. It is built through persistent, disciplined actions taken day after day. The psychology of money teaches that successful financial habits are the backbone of lasting prosperity. Without self-discipline, even the best plans fall apart. It is this consistent commitment to saving, investing, learning, and improving that separates those who accumulate wealth from those who remain stuck in financial struggle. Developing self-discipline means training yourself to stay focused on long-term goals, resisting temptations, and following through on commitments even when motivation wanes. Self-discipline also influences how you manage your money. It means budgeting wisely, avoiding unnecessary expenses, and prioritizing investments that build your future. It requires you to say no to instant pleasures that don't serve your goals, and yes to actions that might feel uncomfortable but pay off over time. This can be difficult, especially when surrounded by a culture that promotes spending and instant gratification. But those who cultivate self-discipline understand that small sacrifices made consistently add up to huge rewards. The daily choices to save a little, educate yourself, or reinvest your earnings create a snowball effect that grows your wealth steadily and securely. Consistency is the engine that powers the journey. It keeps you moving forward even when progress feels slow or obstacles appear. The psychology of money highlights that financial success is not about perfection, but persistence. People who keep going, learning, and adjusting their strategies over time ultimately win. They embrace the process, knowing that every small step contributes to their larger vision. This mindset of consistency builds confidence and resilience, reinforcing your belief that you can achieve your financial goals no matter the challenges. In the end, self-discipline and consistency are the practical tools that turn mindset into reality. They bridge the gap between desire and achievement, transforming dreams into measurable progress. The wealthy understand that mindset without action is powerless. By mastering these qualities, you create a strong foundation for financial growth that can withstand setbacks and build lasting success. The psychology of money makes it clear. Consistent, disciplined action is the key to unlocking your true financial potential. Gratitude. Gratitude is a subtle yet powerful mindset that plays a critical role in attracting and sustaining wealth. you have, you create a sense of sufficiency that prevents the desperation and urgency that often lead to poor financial decisions. Instead of chasing money out of fear or lack, you attract it through positive energy and clear intention. Gratitude shifts your mindset from survival to thriving. The psychology of money reveals that those who cultivate gratitude not only experience greater financial success, but also a deeper sense of fulfillment and happiness. This mindset elevates your entire approach to money, making wealth not just a destination, but a rewarding and enriching journey. The final piece in mastering the psychology of money is understanding the importance of taking full responsibility for your financial life. This mindset shift is profound and liberating because it places the power to change squarely in your own hands. When you stop blaming external circumstances, luck, or other people for your financial situation, you reclaim control. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or difficulties you face, but rather recognizing that your response to those challenges determines your outcome. Taking responsibility means committing fully to your financial growth and refusing to be a victim of circumstances. This sense of ownership transforms your approach to money. It pushes you to seek solutions instead of excuses, to educate yourself rather than rely on chance, and to act consistently toward your goals. People who take responsibility understand that setbacks and failures are part of the process, but they refuse to let these define their story. They learn from mistakes and use those lessons to build stronger foundations. This proactive mindset opens doors to new opportunities because it aligns your energy with action and accountability. It empowers you to shape your financial future deliberately rather than leaving it to fate or external forces. Taking responsibility also strengthens your confidence and resilience. When you realize that your choices matter, you feel more motivated to develop habits that lead to wealth, like budgeting, investing, and continuous learning. You become disciplined and focused, knowing that your financial destiny depends on the efforts you make today. This mindset eradicates helplessness and fosters empowerment. It creates a cycle where taking responsibility leads to better results, which in turn fuels greater responsibility and commitment. Ultimately, the psychology of money reveals that wealth is not just about external resources, but about internal mastery. Taking full responsibility for your financial life is the foundation upon which all other principles stand. It is the mindset that transforms dreams into reality and potential into achievement. When you embrace this truth, you unlock the greatest power you have, the power to create the financial future you desire. The journey to wealth begins and ends with this choice: to take ownership of your money mindset and your life